Mike Moskalik, Columbia Southern University, FIR 4301, Unit 7 video transcript. Hello and good morning. This is Lieutenant Moskalik of the Training Department. At today's shift lineup, I would like to take a few minutes to continue our weekly review of the Department's standard operating procedures. Today we will be going over two newly revised Department SOPs, the first on social media use and the second on the Fire Department's Family and Medical Leave Act. It is important that each department member understand these policies as the department continues to reduce potential liability and enhance operations. Fire Department understands the role that social media plays for its members and has revised its social media policy to better protect the department and its members from negative representation, embarrassing nature, and unwanted litigation. The intent of this policy is to establish guidelines for all fire department members pertaining to the appropriate and inappropriate social media use. This includes mobile and web-based technologies used for communications and interactive dialogue in personal and departmental outlets. It is the responsibility of all fire department members to protect the department's loyalty and confidentiality. Items posted or shared online are permanent and can never be undone. For those reasons, this policy warrants mandatory participation. The intention of this policy is not to hinder or violate the constitutional rights of our employees. When using social media, employees must comply with the local and federal laws pertaining to copyright infringement, privacy regulations, HIPAA, and data security. Please remember that any and all information captured or shared relevant to department interests can be seized as evidence in a legal proceeding. Fire department members are prohibited from representing or speaking on behalf of the fire department on personal social media platforms. Personal use of social media is prohibited for department members during fire department business hours, 8 to 4, on emergency scenes, during department-sponsored events, and during department trainings. Patient confidentiality should always be protected, and all posts or images that may jeopardize patient confidentiality must be avoided. All department-sponsored social media posts require fire chief approval. Images captured on both department and personal cameras involving department interests are public records and should not be used for anything other than their intended purpose. Violations of this policy will result in discipline for guilty parties, including but not limited to termination. Violations in patient confidentiality are also punishable by state and federal law. Social media posts and images that should be avoided include breaking confidentiality, department criticism, pornographic images, flaunting of drug or alcohol abuse, racism, discrimination, insubordination, and department misrepresentation. Now I understand that some opinions may believe that this policy is hindering their right to free speech and that social media use on personal platforms are not fire department business. However, this is incorrect. Government employees are held to a higher level of standards to protect the integrity of their entity. Therefore, employees sacrifice some of their rights regarding freedom of speech. For further guidance or questions regarding this policy, department members should follow the appropriate chain of command. Our second SOP review is regarding the Family and Medical Leave Act of 1993. FMLA is a federally mandated and must be followed with zero flexibility. The intent of this policy is to establish guidelines for all fire department members pertaining to the eligibility, entitlement, and enforcement of FMLA. The Family and Medical Leave Act provides eligible fire department members with up to 12 weeks of unpaid job-protected leave in a 12-month period for specified family and medical reasons without interference from their employer. FMLA qualifying events include birth of a child, adoption, foster care, care of an immediate family member, i.e. spouse, child, parent, or medical leave taken when the employee is unable to work because of a serious health condition. Fire department members must have 12 months of continuous service with the fire department for FMLA leave eligibility. When the need for FMLA leave is foreseeable, employees should submit the department's FMLA request form to the Human Resources Department for medical validation. A request for FMLA leave should be submitted with a minimum advance notice of 30 days. Fire department members will be notified of FMLA leave approval from HR prior to the commencement of the FMLA leave. FMLA can be used intermittently and does not have to be used in a continuous 12-week leave. Fire department members utilizing FMLA will be required to use any available sick leave, comp time, and 1 week unused paid vacation prior to FMLA leave. Fire department members are required to submit any and all additional medical documentation requested by HR for leave continuation, leave validation, or return to work. Fire department members in violation of FMLA or who do not return to work at the end of leave are eligible for termination on unsatisfactory service separation. Once again, these SOPs must be followed by all department members. Please contact the Human Resource Division for all questions regarding FMLA. Thank you for your time.